probably, if not the most dramatic night ever in Champions League history, maybe. This, I think, is why the format works on the last day of the group phase. Liverpool stay top.
Chaos.
Arsenal go through. What?
I like the way you slid that in there.
Like
this is why it's so
exciting.
exciting.
It's true,
Liverpool
though.
stay top.
Is it true?
It's true.
Actually, did he win though?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but they
But are we
didn't
still
need
top?
to. They didn't need to win.
That
Nor
is
did we, but
shameless.
we still won.
Look at that. That is
We
shameless.
didn't need to
help
win,
themselves.
but we
Did you
still
win?
won.
They can't help themselves, can
Jesus
they?
Christ.
Can't help
Have you
themselves.
ever won a Champions League? Exactly.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Speaking of a team who have won, unlike Arsenal, Aston Villa, these three teams all finished in the top 8 of the Champions League. Man City staged a late comeback, as we know, to make the playoffs. But the draw is on Friday, and I'm hearing in my ear there will be a live stream tomorrow.
Wow.
Apparently.
Sounds good.
That's
Hosted by
exciting.
myself, apparently.
On your own?
I don't know, actually. Who else is on it?
Yeah, good chat. Cool.
Cheers, production.
Yeah.
Really on it there. Fantastic. But yeah, we might as well talk a little bit about that. And when I say it was dramatic, Laurie, this was almost as if it was the last day of a Premier League or a Championship season. All the games kicking off at the same time. I was watching it in Box Park last night. I had 2 lads on phones working out the permutations of the teams that we could play from 15th to 18th. But that was a mad game, wasn't it?
It was.
Just mad games all over the gaff. But yeah, Arsenal.
No,
go
man,
through
listen,
in the
I
end.
was, I'm happy to say that I was an advocate of the new format when a lot of people were not so keen on it. I mean, let's be honest, and I'm sure you guys agree with me, this whole system was introduced to fleece the football public of more money. It's a money incentivized format. However, it has worked out well, and you've had a few shocks, and the fact that it's gone down to the last game is great, and you've also got a few surprises in there as well. So yeah, man, I'm happy.
And Arsenal get through in the end.
We do.
Fantastic goal from Nwaneri,
Yep.
which maybe raises some question marks about his playing time. Will he get more minutes now that Saka's out? I mean, a goal like that in your first Champions League goal?
It was.
Fantastic finish from the
17
boy.
years old, and
Penalty
I went on the
from
record
Jorginho.
yesterday and said that certainly currently he's the most exciting player in the Arsenal team. I say that
No,
hands down.
That's quite easy to say. I'd agree
I
with
love
that.
his mentality. He gets a ball. He's always looking to positively impact the game, whether that be taking on players. Look at Harry.
No, I was just going to say, to be fair, they're not that exciting in general, are they?
Yeah.
So,
It's good to have one diamond in the rough.
What are we going to do? Pick a defender? Like, okay.
No, but seriously, man. I mean, listen,
Kelly.
he's one of the
Yeah.
most
Actually, I
exciting
do quite like Lewis
players
Skelly.
in the country, period. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I'd
As a-
agree.
No, I would agree.
I'd go with
do you,
that.
Do you think there's a world where you play him as a 10 next season?
There is a
And maybe
possibility.
you do play a pivot, which might suit Rice more, and maybe if you do sign Zubimendi, that reconstruction of your midfield looks a bit.
He has
different.
played 10 before.
Forgot about
Yeah,
that one.
because obviously people say Odegaard can't play the 10, or he's not
No,
a 10. He's
Odegaard
not a
could
traditional
play,
10.
yeah,
They say he's more of an 8. So, but this could be a different way of putting your team together. To be honest.
Exactly, and gives us more options.
Start something new.
He shoots from distance. He takes players on. He's everything that we need right now.
Quite
we need
refreshing
more
just
like
to
him.
see players in general shooting from outside
Yeah,
the
man.
box. I feel like that's a little bit of a dying art that maybe needs to come back.
I mean, some people, sorry to go, but some people quite amusingly have described Arsenal as what they call a woke football team. You heard the expression, yeah? Meaning that,
Woke nonsense.
well, basically meaning that there's a lot of overplay. Like, you know, what I mean,
Yeah, but they've always said Arsenal try and pass it in.
yeah, and
Like,
there is a,
long-range
you know what I mean,
efforts.
there is some truth to that. So when you got players on the pitch like Nwaneri, he's prepared to take players on, shoot from distance, and score the type of goal that he scored yesterday, man. It's good.
So it's Arsenal. Well, I'll start from the top. Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille and Aston Villa all through to the last 16. There is that knockout phase playoffs, including Atalanta, Dortmund, Madrid, Munich, Milan, PSV, PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest. Hopefully get them over 2 legs. Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, City,
such an
Sporting and
idiot.
Club Brugge. What a game it was at Villa Park last night as well, by the way. Unbelievable first 5 minutes. Morgan Rogers scores 2, gets his
What a
hat-trick.
player, by the way.
What a
He's
miss
another one.
from Ollie Watkins. We'll speak about him in a short minute. I actually really like Morgan Rogers as a
Right,
player.
massively.
I actually saw a Villa fan tweet.
Great player.
He's better than Grealish ever was for Villa.
Great player.
And I think the conversation.
Well, he's got
needs
a
be
while
taken
to
a
go.
little bit
He's got a
I
seriously.
think
while
there
to
needs to
go.
be a bit more respectful about Grealish, man. Like that
Absolutely.
guy took them out of the Championship, put them in the Premier League, gave
Carried.
them a world record, a club record fee, I don't really get the animosity towards him, to be honest, from a Villa perspective.
Because he left. But at the
Yeah,
same
he
time,
left. He left for ridiculous money.
Yeah.
That
You can't
allowed
boo
you
him
to
after you
rejuvenate
sold him
your,
for
I think it's
100 million.
crazy.
rejuvenate and replenish your squad. So
Crazy.
Yeah.
for what Grealish did at Villa, I think it's too early to say Morgan Rogers is better than him at Villa, but he's
Very
been
good player.
brilliant. Yeah.
But what I would say
Playing
about
the better
Morgan
Villa
Rogers,
team
much
for
like
the
I
start.
said
Yeah.
about Nwaneri, another exciting talent, man. I mean, listen, what's the guy's name that's coming? England manager.
Oh, Thomas Tuchel.
Listen, bro, there's some talent there.
Oh, he's got lots of options.
Lots.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's down
Lots
to him
of
to
options.
pick
Options,
who's
yes.
best. Abbey City coming from behind. They went 1-0 down to Club Bruges. Do you know what? I really thought I was done with watching Simon Mignolet let easy shots in. But
Not
here I am
done.
10 years later complaining about him letting in some relatively easy shots. But, I mean, were they always going to go through in the end?
I mean, it's just been so up and down with City, hasn't it? Don't really know if we're coming or going. One minute we feel like they're back and like they can slowly start to pick up results, and then the next thing it's just they're just dropping an absolute stinker. So I think we just need to like disassociate City from the City that we've known. I mean, after you do a 4P, I mean, you are going to need to refresh that squad, and they have obviously been busy in Jan. So let's see how they get on. But it was looking touch and
Very
go,
dicey, yeah. 1-0
very
down.
touch and go.
Yeah.
They were got at. I mean, they
yeah,
went 1-0
they
down.
were. They
Great
were
goal
got
as
at.
well.
But they play Arsenal on Sunday.
Can I just say though,
Okay.
speaking as an Arsenal fan, obviously, even when I heard they were 1-0 down, I always knew they were going to win that game.
Yeah, I thought that
So
as
it
well.
didn't surprise me. They
I
come
thought
through
that as
3-1
well.
in the end. I mean, we
Liverpool-
went to goal
But when you
down
look at the
yesterday.
teams that qualified, everybody still qualified,
Yeah.
really. All the good teams.
Yeah.
Or the teams that are expected
Wasn't
to
too
qualify.
many
So
shocks.
there wasn't really any
Well, you
shocks
say
in the end.
qualified, they're in the knockout phase.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there was always a knockout phase. this
Sure,
this is the
but-
part of the scam that he's talking about. Like people are making it out to be like a new phase. We've always had knockouts after the group
Yeah,
stage.
it's just
an
been
extra-
elongated.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it went down to the last game, though, for several of these teams, it wouldn't have been like that in the group stages. Typically, what you would have had a group of 4, 2 good teams, 2 not so
I
good
don't know. I
teams.
disagree. I think we're
And then
forgetting
they
a
would've
little
just-
bit. Man United did finish bottom of their group.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah,
they didn't even
that's
qualify
Man
for
United.
Europa. We've had big teams crash out before. I remember Chelsea. We won the Champions League, and then the year after we finished third in the group and went to the Europa League
And won that.
and won that in 2013. So I think we're forgetting a little bit that the Champions League group stage there is not that many games, and if you don't pick up points quickly, you will find yourself in
By the way,
bad
mentioning
positions.
Europa, that is one good thing about this format as well, isn't it? That
Hold that
ridiculous,
Sevilla. Yeah.
that ridiculous notion whereby if you finish, you know what I mean, third in a group, you can qualify for the
That's
Euro.
how Sevilla won the
I
Europa
know,
League more
I know,
often than not.
yeah.
But I think Xavi's Barcelona dropped out of Champions League twice in his first 2 seasons as well
yeah.
into Europa.
Didn't they
so-
have a round of 32 against United?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that was
saying. So
good.
like,
Round of
yeah,
32,
we've
you
had
know.
shocks in the old format.
I'm just having a
speaking
look
of
at who dropped out. Sorry, just
go on.
there's not really that many
There's none.
shocks, is
There's
there?
none.
Like,
Not
There's no
really.
shocks.
Maybe
like a
no, I can't even
Leipzig
fight for
or-
anyone. No. Liverpool lost. I mean, it didn't actually matter in the end. Rested 15 players. That's a ballsy move from Arne Slot. I know in hindsight you could say, well, actually, they need the rest. You could say, on the other hand, well, maybe you should have brought a few just to get the win last night. But on reflection, I actually rate it because we stayed in a game, a European away game with genuinely kids.
You must have
Connor,
had
I
some
thought,
senior
was
players out there. Huh?
It was enough.
Kelleher, Robbo was the captain. Robbo played at centre back last night with Endo.
Sounds very Spursy.
Wasn't great, to be fair. Obviously,
it was
you
a
see the
nothing
3
game.
goals.
If you're
It
not
was a
resting
totally
a
nothing
fullback.
game.
If you're not
Cody
resting in that
Gakpo
game,
played.
then I don't know what you're
Kesa
doing.
got his first 90 minutes for the club, so there's positives to take away. I felt so bad for Nallo at the end. I mean, he's an 18-year-old, comes on, makes his debut for Liverpool. 4 minutes later, he's straight red card for kicking the testicles of
So you've done
Bukayo.
something stupid.
Did you not see it?
No.
Bro, it was,
it
you
idiotic?
guys must have seen it at home. The guy's gone through and he thinks and presumes that he's got all the time in the world to kind of let the ball bounce and just clear
Oh,
it. And as
it's one
he's
of
kind
those
of
ones.
watched the ball,
Yeah.
I mean, with more game experience, with less youth, you look around, you do a little scan before you make that kick. But he's gone like that, and right in between Bakayoko's legs, and he didn't make ball contact, but he made ball contact.
He made ball
You know what I
contact.
mean?
There was some contact.
The wrong title ball.
Yeah,
contact,
he made balls contact. But you know what? The referee was so quick to come over and give him a red card. It probably was a red card, but I don't know. Is there a little bit of the human aspect there where you think, look, he's 18, show him a bit of
Nah, hold
leniency?
that,
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure if I. No,
Hold
I'm
that.
not sure.
Hold that to an 18-year-old.
Hold
Get a
that.
life,
That.
man.
I don't think they really take
This guy
that into
thinks he plays for
consideration.
Stevenage,
do they?
telling people to
What, like, sorry.
Welcome to the top level.
Have you switched allegiances or something? Because why are you in a Stevenage kit?
Nice kid.
You're not even from Ends. Like,
How, out of 10, how exciting was that kind of last night for you in the group phase?
10.
10.
I don't know. It's difficult. You can't watch all the games.
No, did
It's
you
a
not
lot.
watch the goal show though?
No,
Where it's
because
just
at
goals,
the
goals,
event
goals.
I was at, they were playing the Arsenal.
the Adidas game.
They were playing.
Adidas
They were
event.
playing the Arsenal game. God knows
Yeah.
why, considering Man City was the real talk.
They're
of the
Adidas
time,
though, aren't
you
they?
know.
I've got to admit as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
our
Other
game
brands are
was. I
available, of course.
don't know what you
Makes
think.
sense
I didn't
now, yeah.
get the impression that our game was the most exciting game either.
No, but they looked like they had a good time in Shrona, didn't they?
Yes,
They
See
did
the
look like
vlogs?
that.
Had a bloody good old time. Tell you what, it's a lovely little stadium. I was there
That's what I
obviously in
heard.
December.
Yeah.
It was really cool there.